captain speaking. At this time, I'm going to ask that you fasten your seatbelts. Flight crew, please prepare for takeoff. We've been cleared for takeoff.
Welcome to the iSchool Virtual Academy of Texas online graduation ceremony, where we are honoring the class of 2025. We are so excited to recognize over 1,100 students in this year's graduating class, our largest to date. On behalf of your iSVA staff, a huge congratulations to each and every one of you. You did it. This is more than just a milestone. It's a moment to truly celebrate everything you've worked so hard for. So go ahead, soak it in, smile big, and be proud. As you turn the page to your next chapter, remember this: you've already proven you have what it takes. You've grown, you've pushed through challenges, and you've achieved something amazing. Now take that momentum and run with it. Today, family, friends, mentors, as well as your iSVA family, congratulate and honor you. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
iSchool Virtual Academy of Texas is made up of two schools or programs, iSchool Virtual Academy and Premier High School Online, both under the iSchool Virtual Academy of Texas school brand. We have a salutatorian and a valedictorian for each, and you'll be introduced to them and hear from them in just a few minutes. First, I'd like to introduce our two campus directors. Mandy Stevens is Campus Director for iSchool Virtual Academy, and Tammany Olson is the Campus Director for Premier High School Online. These women are passionate about education, dedicated to our schools, and most importantly, continually focused on our students' success. I'd like to personally thank them for their leadership. Now let's continue our graduation celebration with introductions and remarks from our salutatorians and our valedictorians, followed by the names of our 2025 graduates. Let's get started.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mandy Stevens, one of the proud campus directors here at iSchool Virtual Academy. And tonight, I have the incredible honor of celebrating a truly amazing class of 2025. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce two extraordinary scholars who've gone above and beyond, the top academic achievers of this year's graduating class, our salutatorian and valedictorian. Our salutatorian has earned the second highest GPA in the class of 2025, a tremendous achievement reflecting years of hard work and perseverance. And at the very top, with the highest GPA in the class, we proudly celebrate our valedictorian. In recognition of this incredible accomplishment, the state of Texas awards our valedictorian the prestigious highest ranking graduate award, which includes free college tuition for their freshman year. What an outstanding honor. Now it is my great honor to invite our salutatorian to the stage to deliver the salutatorian address, followed by our valedictorian who will share their inspiring valedictory address. Let's give them both a warm round of applause.
Good evening, classmates, teachers, staff, and our families, friends, and guests. My name is Kenneth Tripp, and it is an honor to stand before you as your salutatorian. Before we rush to look forward, we have the opportunity to reflect on our time together and the individual paths that we have taken to get here. What stands out most to me isn't what we have learned, but how we have learned. Whatever brought each of us to virtual school, whether choice, necessity, or other circumstances, we have all taken a path that looked different from the norm. While this came with its own challenges, such as staying focused, managing our time, and motivating ourselves, it also came with an incredible gift: freedom. This freedom has allowed each of us to shape our own high school experience with the guidance and support of those closest to us. Some took on jobs, cared for family, or pursued hobbies. Others doubled down on academics, prepared for college, or explored passions that don't fit well in a traditional high school schedule. Virtual school has given us ample opportunity to grow not only as students, but as adults who will know ourselves better and have the confidence to thrive after graduation. The freedom of virtual school has also given us the opportunity to fail. I propose that learning the value of failure may be one of the most important lessons of all. It may not have seemed like it at the time, but both our successes and our failures have been moving us forward all along, and we would not be who we are today without those steps and missteps. These are our trophies, our growth, and our accomplishments. It is not our grades or cords, medals or stoles that will get us where we want to go. It is the hard work we have invested along all the different paths that have brought us here today. So as we reflect on our past and look to our future, remember that our way ahead is not always in striving for success, but in striving for growth. It is not always in winning, but in playing our hardest. It is not always in being the best, but in giving our best. It is in getting up and trying again and again and again. And it is in encouraging and inspiring others to do the same. To our teachers and success coaches, thank you for guiding us from the other side of the screen. Your patience, trust, and encouragement has enriched our experience and kept us focused on both the task at hand and the path ahead. To our families and loved ones, our life teachers, providing the lessons that can't always be taught in school. Thank you for guiding us, celebrating us, picking us up, dusting us off, and getting us back out there to try again. You've shown us you believe in us. Because of you, we have learned to believe in ourselves. And to my fellow graduates, I imagine we will continue down some less traveled paths, welcome big challenges, and celebrate many accomplishments. May you never fear failure and always lift others up along their way to success. Congrats, class of 2025. Thank you.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and staff. My name is Colin Weller, and I'm extremely honored to be iSVA's class of 2025 valedictorian. Before I begin, I want to recognize what this day really means, not just for me, but for everybody here. To my fellow graduates, I'm so incredibly proud of you, and I know how hard you guys worked to be here today. Each one of you has had to make countless sacrifices, whether that was staying up late to meet deadlines, pushing through all the stress and self-doubt, juggling school with jobs, family responsibilities, mental health issues, or even disabilities. Regardless, we did the work even when nobody was watching. And today, all of that is being celebrated. But don't forget, it wasn't just you that made this all possible, because behind every exhausted student is another exhausted adult. So to our teachers and success coaches, we see you, and we know that that grading queue never really ends, and that behind each bit of encouraging feedback in every email is a person who stayed up late, sacrificed their weekends, and gave us more than just lessons, but also their time and belief. And to the parents, even if we don't say it enough, thank you. Many of you had to take on extra roles to make this possible. You became part-time teachers, professional pep talkers, and full-time cheerleaders all at once. You reminded us to stay on track and were even gracious enough to proofread our essays at midnight. But most importantly, you believed in us when we struggled to believe in ourselves. And personally, I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister. These 4 years were not easy, but you all supported me in countless ways. And I couldn't have done this without you. I love you. Needless to say, all of you in this room made a commitment. You didn't give up when things got hard. You didn't stop when life got messy. And you began to understand that the world doesn't just stop spinning when life gets tough. And yet here you are. You kept going, you adapted, you grew, and that is something worth celebrating. Now I would like to share a quote with you that has become very important to me. Every person is the creation of themselves, the image of their own thinking and believing. Now you might be thinking, wow, that's beautiful. Did he get that from a book written by a well-known philosopher? And the answer is no, I did not. It's actually from a fortune cookie. Now, typically when I get a fortune cookie, it ends up on the table tossed aside without a second glance, forever to remain as vague words from a stale cookie. But this one I held on to. In fact, I keep it in my phone case as a daily reminder. Psychologists often debate whether we are products of our nature or our nurture, claiming that a person can only be what they have observed or have been predisposed to. But what that fortune reminded me of is this. We are not the sum of what happens to us, but we're the choices we make in response and the mindset we choose to live by. That mindset has shaped my entire journey here at iSVA. Like many of you, my path here wasn't always easy. Online education demands a level of independence that most people just don't understand. It's not just about finishing assignments or attending the Google Meet, but it's about self-discipline, time management, and staying motivated even if you're alone in your room, in your PJs, rather than in a classroom surrounded by your peers. Some of us did that while working jobs, caring for family, or like me, living with a learning disability. I have dysgraphia, which makes writing physically and mentally draining, and what might take a regular person 5 minutes could take me 20. But regardless, I showed up day after day, because with the support from my family, my school, and my own determination, I made it work. What made iSVA different is that it gave me the flexibility and support to define success on my own terms. It gave me the room to grow, not just academically, but personally. Here I found my voice and my direction. And through the dual enrollment program, I was able to graduate with my Associate of Science degree alongside my high school diploma. And now in the fall, I am headed to UT Austin. This wasn't always the path I imagined for myself, but it became the right path, not because it was perfect, but because it was mine. As we prepare to graduate today, I want to remind you of a few things. These days, especially through social media, it becomes increasingly easier to get lost in comparison and feel behind, almost like you're missing something everyone else seems to have figured out. But the truth is, no one has it all together. Not me, not your best friend, not even your parents. But that's okay. Growth isn't linear, nor does it always look impressive. Sometimes it's invisible. Sometimes it's getting up when you don't want to, or finishing that assignment you almost gave up on. It's choosing to try again. You don't have to be exceptional at every moment. You just have to be becoming. You are not on a fixed track. You are not too lost or too far behind. And your future isn't written for you. You are the author of your own story. Yes, you may face uncertainty, failure, and doubt, but you will also find strength, clarity, and resilience. Like poet William Ernest Henley once wrote, "I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul." And those words are the same truth that I found in my fortune cookie. Life is not just something that happens to us, but it is something that we shape through our beliefs, actions, and willingness to grow. So class of 2025, if anything, carry that with you, because all of it made you who you are, and who you are today is already amazing. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tammany Olson, one of the proud campus directors here at iSchool Virtual Academy. Now it is my great honor to invite our salutatorian to deliver the salutatory address, followed by our valedictorian, who will share their inspiring valedictory address. Let's give them both a warm round of applause.
Hello, everyone. My name is Draylon Simmons, and I'm honored to be your salutatorian for the class of 2025 at iSchool Virtual Academy. In elementary school, a teacher told me I wasn't smart enough to be in the gifted and talented program because I didn't think outside the box. That same year, I was discouraged from learning math outside of class because teachers thought I'd get confused. In middle school, I spent most of my time in the detention room, not for misbehaving, but because I was the only 8th grader taking advanced courses, and apparently, they didn't know where else to put me. I don't know about you, but that still doesn't make sense to me. Moments like those could have shut me down, but instead, they lit a fire in me. They made me take pride in my academic journey and motivated me to prove people wrong. That's when my parents and I made the decision to enroll in iSchool, and that's when the real magic started. At iSVA, I discovered freedom. I could access my classes from bed, manage my schedule around training, and still find time for video games. But more than that, this school gave me real opportunity. I'm graduating today with 50 hours of college credit under my belt, including college algebra, trigonometry, and calculus. That's not something I say to brag. It's something I say to remind everyone that where you start doesn't determine how far you can go. Through iSchool, I've also been able to travel for academic programs, compete nationally in Olympic weightlifting, and represent in track across different states. To my classmates, no matter what someone says you can't do or how things may look in the beginning, you've got the power to define your own story. This is just the beginning. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and thank you, iSVA.
Let's keep the celebration going by recognizing our academic standouts, those in the top 10% of the class of 2025. These high achievers wear a gold cord with pride, symbolizing their commitment to excellence and academic success. Next, we proudly recognize the graduates who have chosen to serve our country by enlisting in the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, or Coast Guard. These courageous individuals wear a red, white, and blue cord, a powerful symbol of their dedication to something greater than themselves. On behalf of all of us at iSchool Virtual Academy, we thank you for your service and sacrifice. Our students have made a difference in many ways. Those wearing a red cord gave the gift of life through blood donation. The green cord honors outstanding commitment to community service. And the teal cord celebrates exceptional performance in specific academic or extracurricular areas. We applaud every one of these achievements. And now, for one of our highest academic honors, the white cord. This distinction goes to students who are not only graduating high school today, but are also earning an associate's degree. That's right, college graduates before even getting their high school diplomas. What an incredible achievement.
Class of 2025, will you please rise? Each of these students has met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Texas, Responsive Ed, and iSchool Virtual Academy. It is with pride and excitement that I now certify them as eligible recipients of a high school diploma. Let's celebrate them. Graduates, please stand once more. It's time for a moment you'll remember forever. Today marks the celebration of all the late nights, hard work, and perseverance that brought you here. As you turn your tassels, you turn the page to a brand new chapter, one filled with endless possibilities. Know this, just as you have reached this milestone, you now have the power to achieve whatever comes next. Class of 2025, join me now in turning your tassels and stepping boldly into the future. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. And now, to close out this incredible celebration, please join me in welcoming back Mr. Gary Arnold, our Executive Vice President of Virtual Learning.
Congratulations, Class of 2025. Today we celebrate you, and we want to thank you for letting us play a part in your educational journey. As you look to the future, be excited and ready to face new challenges. Continue to learn and make a positive impact in all that you do. We can't wait to see what you accomplish. We leave you now with slides of our amazing seniors, the iSchool Virtual Academy Class of 2025. Enjoy.